introduced to professional acting?
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, which is not Hollywood, even if I thought it was back then. And I started doing ballet when I was a little kid. My mom put me in dance to like wear me out so I'd go to sleep at night. And I did the Nutcracker Suite, and I loved being on stage, but I hated the dancing because I'd see these women that would like pass out because they weren't eating. They were all really skinny and anorexic, and their toes were bleeding. I was like, I don't want to do that. But I loved being on the stage and having everybody go. So my mom found that there was this community theater program in Birmingham, and so I started doing that. And I did a lot of plays and musicals while I was growing up. And then when I moved to Los Angeles, because my dad is from there, I was like, Mom, I want to be an actor. I really want to be an actor. So she's like, well, let's keep your grades up. We'll try it. And I got lucky, and I was able to, make a living as an actor. But it's a really rough road. Like, it's a lot of rejection and people telling you you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're not pretty enough, you're too pretty, you're like, too pretty? All right. I think you're lying. But I was really lucky. But I really think having a base in theater makes all the difference, because you can't. I very rarely have seen an actor who started in television film be able to go do theater. They're just can you speak up? Whereas theater people, you tone it down, and they learn very quickly how to bring it down. I don't know. I think it's the best thing you can do if you want to be an actor is get involved with your community theater and your college theater programs.
Any update on drones at all?
Drones. We're almost finished with it, actually. I know you from the Twitter. But I have a quick question. How many of you found out about this because of Twitter? Pretty goodly. How many of you found out because of the comic book store? You guys are regulars here. What other ways did people find out about it? Play-a-thon! All right.
The news.
The news? Just got this morning? Saw me talking to Janet. It was in the Tribune too. So like varied ways. So I'm trying to figure out like how great or not great Twitter is, and it seems like at the Boston signing, half of the room found out about the signing via Twitter and Facebook. So I'm finding that I'm going to be shifting more and more of my stuff toward more of a social media and trying to get the word out that way, because it seems to really grab people. But drones. Drones is an indie film that Adam Bush, who played Warren, and I co-directed. It stars Jonathan Woodward. You guys remember him from and Sam Levine from Freaks and Geeks. And it's an office comedy with alien undertones. It's really funny. It's an indie little comedy, and we'll be going to film festivals and stuff at the end of this year and the beginning of next year. We shot it in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it's just a nice little fun film. I think you guys will enjoy it. It definitely does not take itself very seriously.
If you've heard Joss's, or what his plan was, I'm sure you have, for bringing Tara back in season 7, what did you think of his idea?
We really did try to make it work. Like, I wanted to come back, and they wanted me to come back, and they've written that episode that Kat, Zero Sky ended up doing. And it was just more about, like, timing than anything else, because Chris and I had just signed the deal with the BBC to do this. Oh, yeah. Chris and I had just signed the deal with the BBC to create The Ghost of Albion, and they wanted us to direct the animated show. So it was a matter of, well, I'm already committed to the BBC to go and do this, and you guys want me right at the same time, and I don't think I can sort of back out at the last minute. And she was going to be the big bad, and quite honestly, I was like, maybe we'll wait and see if she can not be the big bad and come back. I think if there had been a season 8, Tara would have come back. We'll see what happens in the comics.
Yeah.
I have a related question. I know I'm not the only one in the room that cried when Tara died. When and how did you find out that she was going to die?
At the end of season 5. It was the end of season 5. We were shooting the finale, and we were downtown in some hellhole, and Joss took me aside and he's like, I have great news! It's so exciting! I was like, what? It's like, we're gonna kill you! I was like, oh, that sounds like fun.
Do I still get paid?
He was really excited. In retrospect, what did I say? Hindsight is always 20/20. I think if he had known the impact that he was having, especially on the gay and lesbian community, I don't think he would have done it. I think he was just coming totally from a creative standpoint. He was like, Willow's got an addiction problem, and the only way most addicts ever recover is to hit the absolute bottom. And the only way to have Willow hit bottom is to lose the most important thing in her life, which is her girlfriend. And, really it was coming from a creative point of view. I mean, he created these characters. He loves them. He wasn't trying to destroy anybody. But it was, I was like, can't she just lose an arm? Can't she be maimed? Does she have to die? I'm like, Nick lost an eye. I love you. Yeah, it was a little devastating. I was, it was a little rough. It was rough for him too. Like, he felt as bad about it as everybody else, because literally, like, he told me at the end of season 5, and we came back in, and he was like, okay, we're gonna do it like the second or third episode. And he felt so bad about it. He kept pushing the episodes back. He was like, okay, we're gonna kill Tara on the 6th. We're gonna kill Tara on the, like, he just kept pushing it further and further down the line because he really didn't want to do it.